I don't know, I thought I'd just kind of do a journal entry here. There's lots of days in this fight, whatever this fight is. Right? We're running really long here, and I don't mind at all because, again, you're a hero of mine, and I thank you for this time. And bless you for being so open and doing this with us here. I guarantee you, and I promise I'm not just blowing smoke, that if I showed people this video in America tonight, it would give them hope in a profound way. Because people don't talk like you, people don't act like you, and they don't act like me. They don't talk about it, they hide it. And they're even kind of scared sometimes. Because it's taboo, it's scary. It hurts people. Conversation, in my experience, in my opinion, it hurts people with HS and AI, and it hurts people who don't, family members and other people not in the conversation. So it's my first night here. It's my about 8 o'clock, a little after 1 o'clock in Germany. Went for a little walk. Take some pictures, check out the neighborhood. It's a beautiful city. Really organic, modern yet old. Lots of Bauhaus influence, modernism. Got into the airport. Everything's in Helvetica. As a typography geek, I felt right at home. Studied a lot about, art and design, especially typography here in Germany, Switzerland. Pretty cool so far. Everybody's super nice. Very, very nice. Miss you guys. Later. Look forward to it in a couple days, next week, being with the patients, documenting and talking to them about their stories and the distinctions between what HS is for us as Americans in the States, and how it's perceived and dealt with here. It's quite different. The stigma, the way people live, the shame. It's not that they don't have it here. It's just different. I don't know how to explain, and I hope to have a better understanding by the time I leave here.
Yes. Oh, that's the first way. What really helps. Okay. It's really the first way. Yes, hope. It's hope.
The trip that I had to get here, a day on the road to get my daughter home, then quickly to the plane, and the time change kind of took a lot out of me. I haven't really been myself, but I feel much better now. Kind of just really emotional and feel bad. Because, I get this opportunity to be here, and there's so many more people worse than me. I don't really know what it is anymore that I'm doing, but there's lots of things that change my life every day. And meeting Kendrick today was another one, probably if not, if it wasn't the day that I found out why I was sick, that changed it the most. It was definitely today, meeting this young man.
Never give up. Never give up. It's a wrong way. Never give up. Do it. Talk about it. That's the honest way to life. To life with acne and versa.
Seeing how strong he is, and how he has no hopelessness. He won't allow himself to. He knows what that feels like. He won't for 1 second let it allow to overcome him or be part of his life. He makes a choice. Right, versus anywhere, right? I mean, I'm just in the context of a highway with those people. Germany, I don't know why I'm here. Why me? Why me? It's my kids. It's my life. I miss a life I never had. And I'm learning that I never had a chance to. As a lot of people did. I'm nervous.
You cut it in. Oh. No reason to be nervous.
Yeah, I'm human. We're all nervous sometimes, right? Is it recording?
Yeah.
I can't see.
Yeah.
Can you see? Yeah, we're at 13. Okay, Hendrick, pronounce your last name for me again. Hausman?
Hausman, yes.
Hausman.
Hausman.
Hausman. We are with Hendrick Hausman and Ron Bercume. Let me squeeze over here a little bit more. HS patients extraordinaire. Right? Two amazingly good-looking gentlemen. Here. Okay, I'll stop. So Hendrick Hausman, age 17, you were telling me about, correct?
Yes, that's correct.
Okay. As I was talking to you about earlier, and for our audience here, I just want to let everybody know, and you know it as well, that if there's something you're not comfortable with that I'm asking you, and just say no, and we'll move on to the next question. If there's something you don't understand, our friend Andy here, outside of the shot, getting another profile for us for the documentary. He's not as handsome as us. His jokes aren't nearly as good. Is here to help translate or clarify anything that we need, and we'll just kind of take our time and go through it. This is the first patient that I've had, that I've been blessed with to speak with for this documentary. The second patient, as I was telling you, that I've ever spoken to that has hidradenitis suppurativa, or acne versa, as it's known here in Germany, right? For people in America, like me. So Hendrick, first question I have is, you said you're 17 years old.
Yeah.
And again, as long as you're comfortable with everything, may I ask you when you first experienced your acne versa symptoms, what were those like for you? And if you're comfortable with kind of explaining the progression, where it started, maybe where it moved to next. And I'm speaking from my own experience, and I'm happy to share that with you too today. Could you tell us a little bit about what that's been like for you?
Yes, my first experience was for 3 or 4 years, maybe 5, I don't know it. But it was under the arm. I really have hurt, and it hurts really. And
so you were 12?
Yeah.
And it was in your armpit?
Yeah. Right.
Which is most common. I'm sorry about that.
I had.
Just to kind of share a little bit with you as we go here too, because I don't want to make this kind of a one-sided interview, because I'm a patient myself. I'm lucky that I've never had it under my armpits, so I'm sorry about that, and I'm involved, like I was saying, with a lot of people, and I know it's very painful.
Yeah.
So hopefully we're here.
Yes, but under the arm, it don't hurt so much how in the genital area, or so on and so on.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, but actually under the arms, there's nothing. It's good, but
it's dormant now.
yeah,
for
the
you?
arms it's.
So it started there, then it stopped.
Yes.
Okay.
And now it's at the genital area. It's on the breast.
Okay.
At the face, I have acne inversa 2.
And that's strictly acne inversa, and as far as we know, and not necessarily any kind of other comorbidity, other forms of the triad, your triad, for example. So it's strictly acne inversa.
It's inversa. Yes.
Wow.
Many things. It's the normal acne.
Yeah.
Who anybody knows it, the acne vulgaris.
Yep.
But sometimes it's acne vulgaris. I'm 17.
Yeah.
That's normal, but sometimes I had really. Who said it in German? In English, the abscess, the
Big abscesses.
big abscesses. Yeah.
Okay.
My full left side was one of these.
How old were you?
That I was 16.
Okay.
I've never had anyone in the face. There was all good. I was a beautiful guy. No, I'm joking, but
God bless you, man. You're awesome.
but
You really are.
but yes,
Yeah.
for 10 or 11 months, one of all at one time, and
So if I can just rewind here a little bit. So you're telling me at 12 years old, you onset in your armpits,
yeah,
and you didn't have it anywhere else, right? At that time.
at that time, no.
At that time. So how long before you experienced more symptoms in other places outside of your armpits? So was it a couple of years, and where did it start next?
At first, it was only the arms.
Mm-hmm.
Long time.
Up until 2 years ago. So you said 2 years ago, if you're 17, so maybe 15 years ago you started experiencing it in your face.
Yeah.
So for those first 5 years, it was just in your armpits.
Not just in my armpits. After 1 year after my first, who was the word?
Abscess.
Abscess.
Mhm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Really simple. After my first abscess, it will cut me off. Then it starts at the genital area.
Okay.
As
That's what I was getting at.
yeah.
Okay.
That's that was the main part. It isn't the main part now, but it was the main part. It hurts at every step I take, at every walk I take. All was really painful for me, and yes, that's what's the start of my acne inversa career, and yes, now it's on the face, at the breast, and
The neck.
and the neck.
Yeah. Okay. I make loving jokes about myself and people in my activist group because, like yourself, we try to have lots of hope. I try to make lots of jokes whenever possible, right? So I fondly call myself and our friends HS incubators, for example. So you started your acne inversa career, and we're a group of HS incubators. I'm not sure if that translates well, but it's funny. You can trust me on that.
Everything positive.
Yeah. So just to kind of rewind a little bit for our audience here, just so we're being clear, you told us that you first experienced your symptoms around 12 years old,
Yeah.
right? And it started in your armpits. Then soon thereafter, you're growing. Then all bets are off everywhere else, right? Including your breast, your neck, your face. I'm sorry. You're a hero of mine, as I mentioned before. This gentleman. Like you're so brave to just be so open about this. You know, at 18 years old, people who know me or don't know me know I'm 35 years old, and I just found out what hidradenitis suppurativa was in the States 3 months ago, and I've been hiding it for 20 years. And I didn't know what it was, so I thought, like everybody shares a similar story, that thought maybe it was an STD. Just to be completely honest, the herpes too, and it affected my life and my relationships, and as you can imagine, lots of things along the way. So I thank you for being here with us and openly talking about some of these things, and I hope we save some lives and make some changes here down the road. So.
You're welcome.
So next question for you. What's really important to me, as I also mentioned before, as far as I know, my father, my little brother, possibly some uncles in my family, I know some of them suffered from HS. I know for a fact there's other autoimmune history in my family, such as lupus, Down syndrome in some cases, some other things. So heredity in that chain, that lineage in family is something very important to me in my research. Can I ask you, and if it's okay with your family, of course, are you the only one in your family? Is there a history? What with acne inversa specifically?
Specifically with acne inversa, no.
Just you, huh?
Yes. My mom has abscess, really, not often. 1 time a year maximum, and not actually.
You don't think it's HS? Or do you think the abscesses are similar to yours in HS, or just something else, maybe? Or?
Andi, könntest du kurz?
Ja, ob du glaubst, dass es auch Acne inversa ist oder ob es einzelne Abszesse ist.
Maybe we shouldn't talk about your mom.
Now,
I'll leave that up to you. I'm just curious, so as far as you know, pretty much you're the only active person in your immediate family.
Yeah, just my mom has just abscess, not acne inversa.
Okay.
Also, this is what I think. She hadn't go to a doctor with it.
So you've been diagnosed. Yeah. Okay. Well, we're here to talk about you anyway. So,
there I can tell more.
So I had asked you when your symptoms onset, and you had told me 12 years old. Can you tell us a little bit about how long it took you to go to a doctor? When you were so if you're 12, when did you get your official diagnosis? And what that was like for you?
My official diagnosis I hadn't became with 12.
Okay.
I became it with 16. That's a long time, for 4 years. Okay, it's not 20 years.
No. So
I
you were 12 when you started being sick. Then you were 16 when you got the diagnosis from the doctor?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, at 12, but I think at 12 my doctor knows what it is, but he hadn't said it to me.
Okay. He didn't tell you?
Right.
Why, do you think?
I don't know. I think he's not sure.
Okay.
It's not
He's afraid
many
of
doctors
misdiagnosis?
not many doctors are experts
Yeah.
with acne inversa, and so I became diagnosed at
16, huh?
yes, it
About
was the beginning of 2015.
Okay. I'm just curious. If you're okay with talking about some other more personal things around that, for you as a teenager going through that, symptoms onsetting at 12 and then being diagnosed at 16, what was that like for you socially? Like in school with friends? Can you talk, if you're okay with it, can you talk a little bit about that? I don't want to be in the hopeless conversation. Unfortunately, it's got to go, I'm sure, with anybody with acne inversa, because it hurts and it does impact the quality of our lives. Any way you look at it, right? The concept of morbidity scientifically is there's a scale, just like pain, right? When you go into the emergency room and someone asks you, what is your pain on a scale of 1 to 10, you tell them X or Y and Z. There's also a scale of morbidity. And it doesn't mean just being dark or gothic or Addams Family, or it's really a scientific scale, and unfortunately the quality of life and the morbidity is very high for us. So can you tell us a little bit about what that was like for you as a teenager? I know what it was like for me as a teenager, being silent and hiding it. Sounds like you're pretty open about it.
Yeah, I really.
So
I
complete
mean,
opposite of me, right?
I mean to go. I mean to talk about it. It's the easiest way to live with it. And
I've only learned lately, by the way. That's why you're my hero.
I talk much with my friends too about it, and yes, it have many consequences for my social life. I have many hobbies. I love soccer. I'm a referee at soccer, and that's things you can't do when you have abscess. That's only the truth, and or other things when at Friday nights my friends said let's go to a club. You know, I can't. It hurts or in the that's a part 2 for every with acne inversa. The sexual life is no sorry babe, but it hurts. I can't. Yes, and that's the consequences. And my social life, yes, it's okay because I talk really much about it. Many of my school hadn't believed me because at first you can't see it. Now you can see it at the face. But
push that back just a little bit on your side. Excuse me. You're good. Please continue.
Yes.
You're saying you talk a lot about it.
Genau. Yeah, right.
Sounds like it's the best way to deal with it for you.
Yes. But many people of my social life hadn't believed me because they hadn't, they can't see it.
So you talk about this rare disease, and it sounds like you're pretty open about it. And I'm here for awareness, and it sounds like you care about other people a little bit too. So you want to talk about it, and like you're crazy. I'm speaking from my experience. I've definitely lost people in my life, and there's definitely people who think I'm crazy. You be quiet. but it sounds like you've had your own share of experiences like that yourself. So yeah. So as a teenager, I applaud you for being open about this and confronting it and dealing with your emotions and dealing with people. I mean, this is your reality, right? This is nobody else's reality. So at the end of the day, it doesn't matter what they say. You're the one who has to live with it, right? So your strength, again, you're my hero, man. Like seriously, in a lot of ways, if this is the first person that I get to talk about this in an interview for this documentary in Germany, if I were to show this video tomorrow to my people in America, they'd be like, what? This gentleman exists? And because the stigma and the shame and the embarrassment that comes with it causes people, more so in my humble opinion in America, to hide it. Then obviously here, and I'm sure that you're an anomaly, even here in Germany too, as far as openness and talking about it. Would you agree?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Sir. So you've never hidden it, correct?
What?
You've never hidden it.
No time. It's the wrong way.
You didn't have a chance, it sounds like, at 12 years old, right? I mean, did you have thoughts of it? Did you ever in school? I'm kind of switching back to my last question, what it was like for you in school. Did you ever think about hiding it and not telling people and not being so open about it?
Yes.
And it still crosses your mind sometimes? Maybe it would be easier?
Yeah, because that's a topic that's not. It's not a topic where you talk really, or you love it to talk.
It's taboo.
Yes, and but it's it needs long time that I can speak about it, but as I then speak about it, it fell a stone off my heart. Yes, since this day I can live better with it.
You kind of have to now, right?
Yeah.
I'm speaking to myself. Like, there's no going back for me. I mean, as far as I think you touched upon a little bit, that it is therapeutic to be open about it, right? It is healthy to talk about it.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
And we know that it is unhealthy to hide it once you have talked about it, and once you have been open about it, no matter what. I mean, there are consequences. Or maybe here's another question for you too. New people that you meet, what's that like for you? Because I'm always in that Hidradenitis suppurativa conversation with anybody now, because I never shut up about it as an activist, as many people know. So if there's anybody new that I do meet, for example, I have a very amazing woman in my life now, but there was a short time recently where I was trying to date again, and even using online sites. And I made a commitment to, even in these online profiles, to put my disease right out front. Because I didn't want to have those awkward moments, those intimacy moments. Like, surprise, here we go. So I didn't want to do that and go through that anymore, so I was open. There's no turning back, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. Do you find it difficult now at 18 years old, dealing with this for 6 years, and it sounds like 4 years very actively, even in new conversations, making new friends?
New friends come and goes, yes. But when I meet new people or persons, there's the same too, like in school. It needs time before I can talk about it. Yes, I need to know this person who sits opposite from me, and that's important for me, that I can
trust. You have some trust.
Yeah, yes, trust is the word that
okay.
I missed.
That answers my question.
Yeah, good.
Okay. Wow, I'm just really blown away by this gentleman. We're running really long here, and I don't mind at all, because again, you're a hero of mine, and I thank you for this time.
You're welcome.
And bless you for being so open and doing this with us here. I guarantee you, and I promise I'm not just blowing smoke, that if I showed people this video in America tonight, it would give them hope in a profound way. Because people don't talk like you, and people don't act like you, and if they don't act like me, they don't talk about it, they hide it. And they're even kind of scared sometimes, because it's taboo and it's scary and it hurts. It hurts people. Conversation, in my experience and in my opinion, it hurts people with HS and AI, and it hurts people who don't. Your family members and other people not in the conversation. I don't have any more questions for you. Is there anything else that you would like to add, to talk about?
What I can add? No, not really. I can only say, for everyone who has acne inversa, never give up. Never give up. It's a wrong way. Never give up. Do it. Talk about it. That's the honest way to life. To life with acne inversa.
Can I give you a hug?
Yeah.
Is that okay? I do not ever use cure. I've never written it online once, and I never will until there is one. I just won't. I think it's destructive. It's misleading, and it hurts both people on each side of the conversation, whether it be a doctor or a patient, or even you and I in this conversation, right? But I think, from what I've seen as far as this technology is concerned, that who knows in 20 or 30 years, maybe,
nobody knows.
Can I use the C word for the first time? Maybe it will be a cure. I don't know. So, love you guys, everybody. I really mean it. Always have. And I look forward to experiencing all these new things that, you know, I never thought were possible or even existed, you know. It's probably pretty common for people who've never been to a new place, such as being American and being in a foreign country for the first time. So,
Cooking with Ron,
talk to you guys later.
101 in Europe. Teaching the Europeans how to cook.